Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray as we roll into our 23rd year on the air, and I've got my only cough drop in my mouth right now, but maybe Shelby's going to find me some water, but I don't think Gene Smith will do mouth-to-mouth. I don't even want to think about it, but
I brushed my teeth last week.
Only which one?
One on the left.
Gene and Dave Gabbard is our co-host on this week's show, and we've got a gentleman with us now that we go back a long time. When I became outdoor editor of the Commercial Appeal, that's a newspaper in Memphis, in case you've forgotten. Back in 1988, David Bethshears was one of those first people that I dealt with, because if you hear this name, Fish Formula, you will recognize David and the work that he did back in those days. Well, David is back, and he has a new product out. It's called Bait Pop, and we want to talk to David about it. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Larry.
Thanks for being with us, and thanks for taking time and getting Tommy Aiken to get this thing going. Talk about Bait Pop, because I know it's you say it's a live sonar breakthrough, and I've got a couple of them in front of me, one bass, and I got one that's crappie, and you have got into the crappie part of that. So talk about Bait Pop.
I have, and crappie fishing has become my passion, but actually the first passion and the first love I have is to Jesus Christ, our Savior.
I know that, yes.
And actually talking about Bait Pop, God woke me up about 2 o'clock in the morning. I was working on this project, and coming up with a substance that would make my bait show up better, because I like to cast 30, 35 feet, and sometimes in getting that far away from the transducer, you don't have as good a return as you do as at 4 or 5 feet out in front of the transducer.
Right, yeah.
So about 2 o'clock in the morning, I woke up, and I was sitting there. That's a quiet time that I have with the Lord a lot of times.
Yeah.
And he said, boy, you need to try this. And actually, the next morning, I got up faithfully, and I ordered the stuff that I was that he told me. I could hear it just as plain as you can hear me on the radio now.
Yeah. Did it come? Because I like what you say. Often imitated, never duplicated. And this product, a 2 o'clock in the morning. Did y'all hear that? 2 o'clock in the morning vision that the Lord gave him for this product, and what it really does. You know, we're all in a sonar electronic part of our fishing life now, David. You know that as well as everybody else. This though is the best way to describe it. Is what I like is groundbreaking. Intensifies, you say in there. It gives that attractant to a fish. So talk about the benefits of using this. Right.
Anyway, the benefits of using Bait Pop is kind of it's 1, 2, 3, 4 punch.
Okay.
We'll briefly touch base on each one of those. One is the bait popping. Actually, it intensifies the return to your transducer using forward-facing sonar.
Yep. Yeah.
If you have a jig on a scale of 1 to 10, your jig returns about a 5.
Okay.
Actually.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you put Bait Pop on it, and you're out 20, 25, 30, 35 feet, you're actually about, on a scale of 1 to 10, you're about a 16.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so your bait really is more visual with using the Bait Pop. And also to the bass fisherman, you can take a twitch bait and throw it out at 60 foot and start working that bait back to you. But actually on live sonar, it only picks it up about 40 or 35 feet.
Okay. Yeah.
With the Bait Pop on it, you will see your bait at 60, 65 feet
Wow.
from your transducer.
That's pretty amazing.
That's great.
That's pretty amazing to get it out there. And the way you've got it here, I've got one that's blue. I got one that's kind of like chartreuse or green. So you got different colors. So what does that that helps intensify the product, I guess, doesn't it?
It actually works in another category. You have scents, the smell of the bait, the taste of the bait, and also the look of the bait. The appearance of the bait is like scales coming off of the fish. That's natural to see the scales coming off of the fish.
Yes, yeah.
You actually address 3 scent fish by using the bait pop. One and fishermen, the bait pop, the lure illuminating is more for the fisherman and the garment. In other words, you can see your bait better.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
But the latter part is scents. There is a scent to it.
I can smell it. I can smell it. Yeah.
Yes, and there is a taste to it. My grandson and I went crappie fishing. He caught 6 crappie in a row. He said, "Granddad, I can still see it on my lure."
Wow.
And actually, now don't you viewers out there don't try this, but I tasted.
Oh, okay.
We wondered about that.
Yeah.
It won't hurt you, but I literally put it in my mouth, and I could still taste the product on the lure.
You could. So it doesn't fall off. I mean, it doesn't.
It doesn't fall off. Back when we did fish formula, I call it science. Okay, every formula was science.
Yeah.
This is formulated with advanced science.
With advanced science, and of course, you were the forerunner of bait attractors, David. I mean, at that time, I mean, you guys were one of the first ones to ever even come up with this approach that you had, and so you've taken that, and that's been several years ago. And your background, I know, is in this kind of stuff. I mean, you were a druggist or something? What were you? I mean, you were
I'm a pharmacist by trade. I retired this past November.
Wow. And then so 2:00 in the morning, you get this thing, and it's really, folks. I'm trying to visualize for it. I'm going to have some of this on my website about bait pop because you need to really see the packaging. David, is really cool. I like the packaging. It's something that it's appealing to your eye. And also at the same time, people are going to notice it and remember it. And I guess that's what you wanted to do. And the name itself, talk about the name itself, Bait Pop.
Well, we first called it Stuff in a Tub.
Stuff in a Tub.
We come up with the name Bait Pop because it actually makes your bait pop.
Right.
That's what it does.
That's all about marketing.
Well, that's probably, and I know. Is it available now, David? Can people buy this now?
Oh yeah, yes. It's in selected stores. It's not all over now, but they can go on baitpop.com. Your viewers can go on baitpop.com.
Right.
And actually buy the product off of our website. We're just now getting in distributions to the stores.
Right. Yeah.
We have distributors that carry our product. We're going to be at the ICAST, and actually, we feel like we have a shot at the product of the year.
I think you do at ICAST. Again, we're talking to David Bethshears of the original fish formula, but we now talking with him about Bait Pop. That's BAIT -pop, and I know it comes in. Is this 5-ounce size? Is that the normal size, David? That
is the size, and actually, you don't use it that often. I mean, about 15 or 20 minutes.
Really?
You'll apply it 2 to 3 times per hour.
Right. Because it doesn't come off. I mean, it doesn't come off. I mean, you've come up with a product that really you've hurt yourself because people are going to use this a long time. That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah,
it is. But we wanted to make the product as good as it could be made.
Yes.
And actually, we spent some time on the product development a lot longer than was needed, but we wanted it right.
So what's the cost there? What are we talking about? What's the suggestion?
$2.50 a fishing trip.
Come on.
That's it.
That's it.
That's what you'll use. That tube will last you if you fish one time a week, and and really we're lucky to get that. But if you fish one time a week, that will last you 2 months.
Well, I can imagine some pros are going to want this in their box.
Oh, yeah. Don't take up much room and last a long time.
Yeah, everybody's is using forward-facing sonar.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing right now, and as you listen to David. But go to that baitpop.com. Is that right, David?
That's correct.
And get
baitpop.com, and you can order it to back up what you said about the pros.
Yeah.
They already are, Larry.
They are, huh?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
They know a good thing.
Yeah, they know a good thing because this doesn't take up a lot of room and last a good while. So this is something you can slip in your pocket.
There you go.
And it's
something I want the fishermen to know is that you really can't make an attractant for one species fish.
For one what?
What I'm saying is that a crappie swims by your bait, he's going to be attracted to it. If a bass swims by your bait, he's going to be attracted to it. If a walleye swims by your bait, he'll be attracted to it. If a catfish swims by your bait, he's going to be attracted to it. If a shad swims by your bait, he's going to be attracted to it. But there are some certain wavelengths that we hit on, and I know I'm getting very deep, but there are different scents. There are different colors, but all of them at specific times. For example, like on colors, on certain days.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fishermen work with wavelengths on colors.
Yeah.
And scent is the same way. In other words, a softer scent may be what the fish want today, and a harder scent or a louder scent may be what they want tomorrow. You just have to play with it and find out which works. Well,
we're out of time, David. I'm really impressed with this. I appreciate Tommy Aiken setting us up. Again, that's baitpop.com. Go to that. We'll post this a lot on my Facebook and also LarryRay.com. David, thank you, man. It's good to talk to you and renew our friendship, and we will definitely stay in touch. Okay, man?
My pleasure, Larry.
All right, buddy. God bless you and have a great weekend, all right? Okay.
God bless you, too. Thank you.
Okay. All right, let's take a break. Be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Let's head to Little Red River.